there's no jobs for us, you know? What are we gonna do? We can't draw unemployment now, we're trying. The insurance policies are trying to say that it was rising water and not flood. So the insurance companies are trying to get out of paying the insurance, you know? I mean, it's a rip-off all the way around. Bush, maybe he's trying, but he's not trying to help us. You know, I don't know who he's trying to help. And, you know, I voted for him, but be damned if I would again. You know, he's got money. He doesn't have to worry about it. We're gonna be affected for the next 10 years with all this. Come out here and help clean this up.
That's awesome, man.
Hello.
I'm not afraid to say what I feel like saying, and if that makes other people feel good, they feel like they can't say it or something, cool, but I don't think anybody's telling stories anymore, man. And I think people like to hear stories that they can relate to, you know, just about everyday stuff. Doesn't have to be fancy, just so it's something that they can relate to.
After the hurricane, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna write a hurricane song, oh, I'm gonna write a symphony, or I'm gonna do this, and I got, you know, everybody was moved, of course, to write something, you know, but it didn't take, man, I thought about it, I was like, you know what, Drew's gonna write this song. Drew's probably written this song already, you know, and then he called me about this Cat 5 session, so I said, Drew, man, I knew you were writing this song, man, and you're the one that's gonna nail it.
That's right. When I got back in the studio a year later to record, it felt like the only thing I had to say was, like I needed to tell the story of what happened with the storms, and hopefully that brings some comfort to the same people, you know. I feel like people needed to hear the story of what happened, not from a slanted political viewpoint on either side, but just what was really going on.
Drew's got things to say. If you listen to his lyrics, you know, he's a storyteller. That's what I hear in his writing. Good.
Do you agree with his political views?
Oh man, political, I'm not into political, you know. I try to stay out of that, you know. Of course, some things I agree with him on. Some things I don't, you know.
The ocean's hard. Weeks at a time. Winners will lose. Yeah. Losers will die. Wrote it on paper. Worked it out in my mind.
I want to work with him, and good musicians come into these projects and they clean up stuff. And he's already got this raw thing, and it's got to kind of stay raw. You know, Al will keep it that way too. You know, you're not too many right chords.
Had to go back to the night ball just to get my mama out. Here from Southwest Camden Parish all the way to St. Bernard. Still there's shrimp boats on the high ground, bunch of carpet in the yard.
I really like early hip-hop, like NWA and Too Short, stuff like that. Then I got into classic country and, you know, just different things like that. But my main influences, I mean, to take music back to its simplest form was really just like Jimmy Rogers, Woody Guthrie, Leadbelly. It was everyday stuff they were writing about, but it had real feeling to it.
Trucker spent some time in prison. 20 years of rugged living. Natives way down to the cradle. Carry freight avocado. Where he met a man named Jesus. With a rooster on his shoulder. Said he
there's crassness. I mean, he does have some crass songs, so, but there's definitely a high level of crassness that doesn't always come through in his songs, and so in person, yeah, he can get pretty nasty. But I like that because I'm crass also.
I asked her, what do you think about this song? She just busts out laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So then I asked her if she wanted to go on a date.
And I said, no. Because he said, and I quote, how's it being a MILF? I was like, what's a MILF? Mother, I'd like to fuck.
Hey,
I said, Drew, that's
don't
classy.
say that word,
Thank you. That's very nice. And, I mean, it made me laugh, you know, but no. That wasn't very enticing.
What I think is the best thing about her is, you know, she was going through some tough times. She had a baby, and instead of just feeling sorry for herself and staying with her parents in Canada, she finished her PhD, wrote a whole book while she was pregnant, and pretty much had to do all that shit by herself, but she didn't let her circumstances get the best of her. And I think she's raising a really beautiful, good kid the best way she knows how. But I just like her because she's tough and persistent. A little sensible.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, she'll kick you in the balls if you piss her off. She's a good lady.